This your boy BKOSHR, and yeah, I just jumped out the port with Dirty Glove Bastard.
I see you watching, get the fuck in my pocket. Even though I landed on Pluto, I'm still in.
All right, so we got BKOSHR off the porch with us today, man.
Yes sir, what going on, world?
I'm feeling great. How you feeling today, man?
I'm feeling excellent, for real. Everything's kosher. You feel me?
There you go, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I appreciate you coming by. Introduce who you got sitting next to you on the porch today,
This
man.
my son right here, Lil KOSHR.
Okay. He said Lil KOSHR.
Lil
Nah, that's
KOSHR.
what's good, man.
Yeah.
So what do you got shaking here in Atlanta, man? What you been up to?
Man, I've just been trying to promote my music and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? Keep it rolling and all that.
Oh, yeah.
So I got this single that just dropped, Don't Trip.
Mm-hmm.
So we gonna roll with that right now.
Okay,
Yeah,
I got
for
you,
sure.
man. And how do you like working here in Atlanta compared to back at home in Alabama, man?
For real, I love it, you know what I'm saying? It's a more open place, you know what I'm saying? So in Alabama, it ain't that much networking going on, you know what I'm saying? So we gotta get out there, and it's like the new Hollywood out here.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, for sure.
Definitely, man. And you're living in Anniston right now, right?
Yeah.
All right, so what's life like out there, man? What really goes on?
Man, Anniston is really, it's a good place, you know what I'm saying? It's an upcoming place, you know what I'm saying? Like, not too many, it's not the spotlight out there, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like, it's an upcoming place, so it's an opportunity for it to grow. And it's very like, don't get messed up around there, you know what I'm saying? Don't go out there playing, cause you will end up like messed up for real. So,
I got you, yeah.
yeah.
You're originally from Mobile, though, right?
Yeah, I'm from Mobile.
Okay.
Mobile, that type of place is more open. We got a lot of artists and NFL players, NBA stars, and stuff like that.
Yeah, Mobile's had a nice little run these
yeah.
past few years, man.
Oh yeah. Then you got like some more people that's coming out as artists too, and stuff like that.
So what was your childhood like growing up in Mobile, then?
It was KOSHR. So, and what I mean by that is being KOSHR, I was always the cool cat. So growing up, you know what I'm saying, I got into a couple scuffles and stuff like that, but I was mostly the cool guy. Everybody loved me in the hood and stuff like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
When would you say you jumped off the porch? How old were you?
I probably was like 16. 16 when I jumped out the porch, for real.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how long have you been in Anniston, and what brought you out there?
I've been there since I was like 17, and I actually went to Jacksonville State University.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I went to college first, and then that ended up going left. So I ended up opening a barbershop in Anniston. And so I took out from there.
Okay.
Yeah.
What were you studying in college?
Occupational safety and health management.
Okay.
Yeah.
So why'd you say it went left? What happened, man?
Because I realized everything they were teaching me was lies and stuff like that. And then I realized also I didn't get the proper help that I needed. And then I got behind on rent and stuff like that. So I ended up getting jobs and stuff and kept trying to figure it out. So once I had figured it out, I was cut hair on accident. So like my freshman year, I was cutting my partner hair from Montgomery. And then I started getting more clientele and stuff like that. So I really didn't even pay attention to it then. So I ended up going and working for Honda. I worked for FedEx and I worked for Walmart. But I realized, you know what I'm saying, that ain't what I need to do.
Yeah. So did you go to like barbering school or?
Nah, I didn't even go to barbering school. So I just did it like out the strength.
Yeah.
So yeah, so cutting it for the low, like $5, $10.
Oh, wow.
$10, yeah.
What are you getting now?
25,
Okay.
30, 40, 50,
Yeah.
up that way.
All right, so how did the whole barbershop come about, man?
So it actually came with the brand. So I was working at Ways and Fades under my guy D. Shout out to him, you know what I'm saying? He kind of showed me the ropes and stuff like that. And I just basically took it from there, learned everything I needed to learn at Ways and Fades, and then I just grew. Once I grew, it just turned into a whole big thing. Back in 2016, I started a group called Trap Leaks, and there was 3 of us as well. And I was cutting hair then, I was cutting them, you know what I'm saying? So I ended up going to the shop, and then I started doing the rap thing too. So I tried to like mix it, but then I realized, you know what I'm saying, that didn't work for real. So I had to focus like on one thing. So I started cutting hair.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how long have you had the shop now?
Since February.
Okay,
Yeah.
congrats,
So
man.
it's very, you know what I'm saying, it's new.
Yeah. How's
Yeah.
business been so far?
Oh yeah, it's been booming.
There you go.
Like, I ain't gonna lie, I got the best shop in Anniston right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
How many employees you got right at the moment?
I got 3 employees. I got a girl that do nails, and I got 2 barbers.
Okay.
Yeah. Shout out to them too.
Nah, that's what's up, man. Plans to open some more in maybe some different
Oh,
cities?
yeah, for sure. Gotta keep the franchise going.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, kosher cuts.
Yeah.
Everything's kosher.
Good show, man.
Yeah.
All right, so what would you say has been one of the biggest life lessons you had to learn in your life so far?
The biggest life lesson I had to say was, my dad always say, keep it real. You know what I'm saying? So once you keep it real, and I tell him to keep it real as well, because once you lie to somebody, and it can scar that person for the rest of their life. So you always got to keep it real, and keeping it real might get you out of trouble too. Not as far as the police, you know what I'm saying, but it's towards like your parents and all your friends and stuff like that. Always, it's loyalty.
Yeah,
You know,
absolutely.
gotta
Yeah.
keep it real.
All right, so how long have you been making music, man? When did you first start?
Man, I started on Courtney Street back in Mobile. Me and this dude named Tevin. He like my partner cousin, and we had it was a studio. His name was Black. He let us record our first song. And so that I really didn't take it serious for real. So I ended up just playing around. Went to college, met a dude named Spente, Fly Easy, and all them. So I had got in the studio with them. And so they ended up making me, Spente ended up making me get on the track and stuff like that. And then my boy Nard, Hard Nard and stuff. So I started doing tracks with them little by little. And then that's when I eventually like, man, I need to go ahead and put together a group, because I didn't want to rap for real. So I ended up putting a group together with Tone and Tristan. And so we ended up doing the Trap League thing. And
Okay.
we ended up doing our first hit, Money on Deck. And then we ended up doing it with DJ Smalls. So we partnered up with him and all that stuff. So we went on a little nice run, but everything collapsed though.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So you mentioned you had to kind of put music aside for a bit to focus on Barber.
Yeah.
So when did you get back to the music?
So I got back to the music back in like 2018.
Okay.
See, my partner got in my ear and he was like, man, you need to do music, And I'm like, man, I'm trying to brush it off and all that stuff like that. Because I'm really trying to figure a way, you know what I'm saying, trying to figure everything out. So then I had got back into the music, 2018, dropped a little single with Chris' voice. And then
Okay.
like, it made like a little noise, you know what I'm saying, around the city. So I got back in it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So how did everything become kosher for you, man?
Man, so like I say, kosher, it describes my personality. So everybody was like, well, my brother always say, calm, cool, and collected. Bro, you calm, cool, and collected. So they end up turning kosher. So I ended up making my name BKOSHR, because my first name is Brandon. So I ran with BKOSHR for a minute. So I realized, like, I came out with these shirts called Everything Kosher. So once I realized that, really everything's with kosher, because I started doing kosher cuts, kosher shirts, you know what I'm saying, kosher music. So my personality is just matched, and it just so happened to just match all up. So really everything's kosher.
I got you, man.
Yeah.
So who'd you grow up listening to? Who were some of your favorite artists?
My favorite artist was like Rocco, Boosie, Webby, Johnny Cinco, and I gotta say Michael Jackson too.
Okay.
He one of the greats too.
Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely. Yeah.
He one of the greats.
So what would you say is the message that you're putting into your music today?
The message I say is basically, it's like hustler mentality. You know what I'm saying? Like, if anybody can do it, you know what I'm saying? Since I did it, anybody can do it. So it's basically like, keep it pushing, keep it moving. I also make like love songs for the women too. Yeah.
Okay, I got you. What do you feel like was the biggest risk you took for your career that's paid off?
Investing in myself. definitely invest in yourself, because like if you ain't gonna invest in yourself, nobody is, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, man, once you invest in yourself, you make the money back and it becomes a bigger thing, you know what I'm saying? And it's a great progress, you know what I'm saying, to watch. And that's the most beautiful thing I ever seen in my life, to invest in myself and never just look back at it. So basically, I invested in myself with everything I did, like from the cutting hair all the way to the music.
I dig that, man.
Yep.
All right, so what was the inspiration behind this new single, Don't Trip?
Don't Trip is really a slogan. Like, it's basically, for real, just don't trip. Like, say somebody come up to you and they be nagging and all that stuff, then don't even trip about it. And it's a lot, it could be a lot of stuff that's meaning to it. It's what meaning to like whoever you are. What's your personality? So that's how I end up coming up with that don't trip. Or whatever. I was in the studio and I was probably like going through something and I was like, don't even trip about it. So that's how I came up with it and all that stuff.
Do you write your music or do you just freestyle and punch in?
Oh, I write. And now I'm starting to freestyle and punch in.
Yeah.
But how I do it, I go home and jot ideas. I learned that whole day, throughout the whole day and stuff like that. And then I go home and jot, and then I start getting in the booth. So I got my own studio and stuff, so I just go home and just punch in sometimes too.
Okay.
Yeah.
How much fun was it shooting this music video for Don't Trip, man? Looks like you guys had a blast
Hey,
doing
shout
this.
out to One Block Shop, Chad, his sister, for making everything happen, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was a blast shooting it, you know, the different characters, the different personalities, the different scenarios, and everything. So it was really kosher,
Yeah.
for real.
So you working like on a new EP, mixtape, or you kind of just focusing on singles?
Oh yeah, I got a EP. I got a, before the EP, I'm gonna come out with some more singles, you know what I'm saying? Continue to get my buzz going. But I definitely got like, I think I got like 2 mixtapes. I mean, not mixtape, but 2 albums saved up.
Oh, wow.
You know what I'm saying? So, and I'm gonna continue to build it. So basically, I'm gonna come out with them singles first though.
Okay.
But the album, well, the first one is gonna be called Past Due, because I feel like I'm past due with it.
I dig that. Yeah. Who are some of the producers you've been working with lately?
I work with Section 8. I met him through at a K Camp. His artist, he had like a listening party, and I met Section 8. That was before he even blew up.
Okay.
And then I had met Nash B on there. Then I met my boy Tonio. I met him in Jacksonville through school and stuff like that.
Okay.
And then I got Ali Freak the Beat Ali. I met him up there through school as well.
Okay.
So I got them. And basically, I really want to work with people like out of Anniston, for real. Because I really want that city to blow, man. For real.
Yeah.
We all come up together.
Yeah. What's the music scene like there in Anniston?
Man, they got hella artists. Like, for real. Like, talented artists. They got talented everything, man. It just overlooked. You know what I'm saying? And I'm trying to make a difference in that.
What do you think it's going to take to get that spotlight shined on the city?
Somebody that take that risk and jump out there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm willing to take that risk and jump out there. You know what I'm saying? But I'm from Mobile, and like I said, they already got artists and stuff like that. So I'm willing to help the whole Alabama or that whole region out there.
Yeah, I dig that.
Yeah.
So will you have any features on this album, or are you riding solo on it?
Most definitely. On the album, I got my boy Doug G and Sway. Doug G and Sway on there. And then shout out my boy HB Youngin. You know what I'm saying? I work with him on some stuff. And then I work with some more people. I want to work with some more people on some stuff too.
Okay.
But that's gonna be later down the line.
Yeah. And speak on some of the challenges that come with being an independent artist as well.
Oh man, the budgeting. It's so much money you gotta put out there. You know what I'm saying? I ain't realized like that. I'm thinking it's like back in the day, I'm realizing like you gotta just put out a song and blow. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking it's like that. But not knowing you gotta really get out there and grind. Take your time with it, you know what I'm saying? And another challenge, everybody not your friend in this game. So you gotta watch who you communicate with, who you like give your all to and all this stuff. Then managers and stuff are always trying to take your money, take over for you, you know what I'm saying? And it's crazy like that.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
I would say just keep grinding, keep doing you.
Definitely, man.
Try to do everything yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you mentioned having the merch, man. Can you show off the shirt a little bit to the camera?
Oh, yeah, you see it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everything kosher, and I got my own website, BKOSHR.com.
Okay.
Y'all come get that.
Yeah.
Hats and everything.
Yeah.
And it's gonna launch next week.
Okay.
Everything gonna be up next week. So y'all go subscribe to BKOSHR.com.
There you go.
BKOSHR.com.
Yeah. So what has being a father taught you about life?
That was the most precious moment of my life, you know what I'm saying? Of training him how to become a man, you know? And without that father figure, it's a lot of people, just like you got a lot of females bringing their kids or their sons to the barbershop. You know, back in the day, the females used to drop their kids off to the barbershop, and or the pops, they used to come in there and get their hair cut and stuff like that. But definitely need that father figure in a man's life, you know what I'm saying? Because that's very important, because they might grow up another way, thinking another thing and all this stuff, and that's how most people start going towards like crashing out and all this stuff. But not everybody, you know? But that's how I feel.
Yeah.
Like, you definitely need that father figure.
Absolutely.
Teach
yeah.
you a lot.
Yep.
Yeah.
So how do you balance all this in your life, Kosher, man? You got the barbershop, which I'm sure that probably takes up the most of your time. Being a father, that's, no time off on that one.
Yeah.
And mixing in the music as well.
See, really, I had him during the summer. You know what I'm saying? She get him during school year
Okay.
or whatever. But I just try to, you know what I'm saying? I pray every night for it. So, and that just keep me going. Like, for real, prayer and faith. You know, and I just keep going by faith, for real.
Mm-hmm. Amen.
Whatever you
to that,
tell
man.
me.
Yeah. What else you working on right now? What else you plan to do for the rest of 2021?
For 2021, I gotta get my videos up, my visuals
Okay.
and stuff up. You know what I'm saying? I gotta show the world everything I got, give it everything I got.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what I gotta do.
Any last words, any shout outs you'd like to give before we wrap it up here?
Man, shout out everybody who support me. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody who has played a part in my life. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everything, everybody, whatever, everybody, everything they do. You know what I'm saying? Who all hustling and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So, shout out to everybody.
I see you watching. Fuck nigga, get the fuck out my pocket. Even though I landed on Pluto, I'm still in on reach of my rocket with a